Hi there, this is Ranjit and I have the Sony Xperia M4 Aqua with me, and in this video we'll be doing the camera review. This M4 Aqua has a 13 megapixel rear facing camera with LED flash, whereas the front facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter. But one thing that is interesting is that though the front facing camera is a 5 megapixel shooter, but in terms of video it can record video only up to 720p. Whereas the rear facing camera can record video up to 1080p. I've taken a lot of sample pictures and videos. I'll show you all of them a bit later. But first, let's quickly look at the camera interface and let me bring some objects here. And the camera starts pretty quickly, but one thing you'll notice is that we have the tap to focus. But after you hit that, it generally takes over a second or so before it focuses. So it's not like if you just tap like this, it'll instantly take a picture. There is sort of a half a second delay, which is sort of okay, but can be annoying at times, I would say. So there is definitely a little bit of shutter lag. As you can see, got to wait for some time after clicking. And then it takes the pictures. Fortunately, we do have a lot of modes. Let me actually show you. I'm using the default superior auto mode, but when you move to the superior auto mode, it won't take the pictures in 13 megapixel, but it'll take it at 9 megapixel. That is widescreen 16:9. If you want to take the full screen, full resolution, you can go to the manual mode, and from here, as you can see, you can go all the way up to 13 megapixel, but it will be in 4:3 ratio. So these are the settings that you get in manual mode. We don't get, I would say, every setting out there, like adjusting the ISO, etc. But you have fair amount of settings if you like the manual mode also. And you have various modes like AR effects, etc. and panorama. But let me actually now show you the sample pictures that I have taken with this device so that you can judge the camera performance. These pictures were shot with the rear-facing camera of the Xperia M4, and as you can see, the picture quality is really good and even the color accuracy is really nice. The pictures have a lot of detail in them and even the dynamic range is really nice. But in terms of macro, it was having a little bit of problems focusing. But apart from that, overall, I would say in outdoor conditions, the picture quality was really nice, as you can see in the sample shots. It also has good depth of field, so you can get some pretty good bokeh effects, as you can see. I'm recording this video with the Xperia M4 Aqua at the highest setting possible, that is 1080p. And the audio that you're hearing is also being recorded by the internal microphone. And this is my roof garden. There is a little bit of wind, so there might be wind noise. Let's just move. And I'll just slowly pan. Let's move closer to an object. For example, I'm trying to focus on the cactus, but as you can see, for very close-up objects, it's not doing the autofocusing that well. But if you just move out a little bit, it is in focus. So let's just go back. And I'm walking normally. So this should give you an idea about the video recording with the Xperia M4 Aqua in outdoor conditions. These were shot in semi-indoor conditions, and here also I feel the M4 Aqua did a very good job. But again, you got to be a little bit careful because it's prone to camera shake if you're not careful. These were shot in very low lighting, and here the camera flash popped in automatically, and as you can see, what I really like is the flash is not very harsh. Even when the flash is fired, the picture have a lot of detail in them. Some more pictures in typical indoor lighting, and here also I feel the camera did a very good job. These were shot in completely artificial lighting in my office, and here also I would say the camera did a very good job. We have a lot of detail in the pictures, and as you can see, even this picture is pretty sharp, and also the exposure is really nice in low lighting. And these are some shots taken in very low lighting. Yes, there is a little bit of noise, but I'm impressed even with this very low lighting how well the pictures came out. These were shot with the front facing camera, and I would say the front facing camera is also pretty decent, but there is quite a bit of shutter lag and you got to be careful because the pictures can come out a little bit blurred if you're not careful. Overall, I would say the front facing camera is decent, but it could have been a little bit more sharper in my opinion. Recording this part of the video with the front facing camera of this Xperia M4 Aqua, and this is in outdoor conditions. Let me just move around to see how it handles abrupt exposure. As you can see, so this is the sample video footage with the front facing camera of the Xperia M4 Aqua. Recording this video with the front facing camera of this Xperia M4 Aqua, and this is in my office in completely artificial light. I have just one tube light switched on. Let me switch on one more light, and as you can see, definitely if you have a lot more lights in indoor lighting condition, it certainly helps. So this is the sample for video footage with the front facing camera of this M4 Aqua in indoor conditions. So what do I feel about the camera performance of this Xperia M4 Aqua? As you have seen from the sample shots, the camera on this device is very good. First, let's talk about the rear facing camera in terms of pictures. I would say the pictures quality was very nice, and even the color accuracy is really good. And the pictures that we take in outdoor condition obviously come out to be really good. But again, as I told you, there is a minor shutter lag that I have noticed. Also, we could get some very good bokeh effects even with the default auto mode. But one thing I have noticed is that when you continuously take the pictures for more than 4-5 minutes, the device tends to get a bit hot, so you got to be careful about that. But one thing I really liked about the rear facing camera is that many of the cameras in this price range struggle in artificial light and low lighting conditions, but here the M4 Aqua actually excelled, and I was really impressed with the picture quality even in low lighting conditions. Now if we move to the front facing camera, though it has a 5 megapixel front facing camera, I would say for the static pictures it is actually pretty decent. But when we talk about the video, that is 720p video, I would say the video was a little bit soft to my liking, and also in abrupt exposure conditions, it was taking a bit of time to adjust. But when we talk about the video quality with the rear facing camera, again here I was impressed, because if you notice, even when I was walking, the video was actually pretty stable, and also the audio pickup was really nice. But one annoying thing that I've noticed with this device is that when you preview the pictures, you might notice that the pictures don't look that great, and the problem is the screen is simply not that bright. So just don't delete those pictures. When you download it on your computers, you'll notice that the pictures are actually very good. So to sum it up, I would say this Xperia M4 Aqua has a excellent camera, but again the shutter speed is not that great, and also the front facing camera, in particularly in the video department, is sort of weak. I'll also be posting the full in-depth review for this Xperia M4 Aqua very soon, so stay tuned to my channel. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit, and I hope to see you in my next video.